Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the new capability, which is not a Microsoft capability as well as which is not specific to any of the tool. It's just an kind of extension for browsers, right? And this is only for the power users. Power users are those who are administrators and they have any of the admin privileges on any of the Microsoft 365 as well as Azure subscriptions, right? Majorly, Microsoft 365 has the different portals, different services like Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive for Business, Microsoft Intune, Defender Suite, Security, Enter ID, right? All those are the different workloads where we as an administrator has to go to the respective URL and then have to work on the respective work or task, right? And that becomes very cumbersome when we have to go ahead and type the URL in the address bar and then just get into the applications and then strive to complete their task, right? So this is going to be pretty easy. I have something to show you, and then this is going to save you a lot of time as well as it's going to help you to not to type those URLs every time, because if you are typing any of those URLs, that means you are tend to make a mistake, right? And if you make a mistake, that means that's going to be kind of frustrating at one point as well, right? Let's say if you are busy and you have a lot to do and you are trying to get into the URL, but you are not able to find URL. That happens a point, right? That happens at any time whenever you don't have that URL bookmark, right? Along with you don't exactly remember, because we are we as a human have tendency that we forget the things that we did regularly use, and even if we don't type it manually, that means we just try to find it. What was the URL? Let's say I'm looking into the Intune portal. I'll just type Intune or something like that. But if the Intune is not correct or the URL is not correct, that means it's not going to redirect you to the right point of endpoint, right? And that is why this extension is applicable for all the browsers, including Chrome browser, Edge browser, and the Firefox browser as well, if you are using Firefox as well. So you can simply install this one of the extension and that's going to solve your problem, right? That's what I'm going to show you in this video, as this is going to be pretty small video and but helpful for all the pro users as well as power users who has admin privileges, right? And they are going to do lot many stuff, because in order to do many things, they have to move and jump from one portal to another and another to another, right? So that's going to be cumbersome to do things at one point, and that is why this is going to be something that's going to be handy and helpful for those admin people, right? So before starting, uh, just like this video, do share this video with friends and colleagues, and also subscribe to the channel so that you get to see all the videos which are uploaded, and every day I'm uploading new videos as well, right? So yeah, let's get started and we can start with. All right, so let me share my screen quickly here and I'll just simply show you how we can go ahead and do it, right? So let me get this URL for us to start with, right? From Chrome browser over here. Before that, let me share the screen. All right, so we are on this page where we are on the Google Store, right? Chrome Web Store, basically, where we do see lot many different applications. And this is the one of the extension which is not developed by Microsoft or not developed by me as well, but this is very interesting and helpful. And I thought to make a video on this because this is going to be very, very handy for all the pro users, pro administrators, pro IT pros, administrators, and anyone who is going to work on all those portals or URLs, right? So this is pretty straightforward. You can see here's the option for us as an individual. I can simply go ahead and add this to the Chrome. So this is going to be added, and once it is added, I would be able to simply find that respective URL. Let's say this is added now. I'll just come down here and I'll just type cmd.ms, You can see that it is going to cmd.ms, and then probably I just wanted to get into the Entra portal. You can see that it has opened up Entra and then relevant URLs, right? So let's say I'm going, or I wanted to go to Entra. I'll just simply select the Entra portal, and it's going to allow me to get into that portal, right? So isn't this easy, because this is going to simply allow us to move from this, or let's say I wanted to go to Intune. I'll simply just type, and it's going to redirect, and it's going to redirect to actual portal. It's not something you are not, or whatever the portal you have access on, it's going to simply redirect you there, right? So this way it is going to redirect you, and then you can access it, right? So let's say I'm going to show you another. Let's say you need to type C and then press tab button, and then you would automatically see this one, cmd.ms, and then you just have to type whichever portal. Let's say you wanted to go to security portal, right? And then you should be able to find it. It seems security portal URL is not listed in that module. Probably it should be, let me find admin. All right, so here's the admin one, as well as you can see some of the other portals as well, right? And from there you can redirect to those respective portals, right? Let's say I wanted to go to admin portal. I can simply just find it, and then I can just search it, and then it's going to redirect to that portal, right? So this way it is going to pretty straightforward and easy for admins and pro users and IT folks, and even help desk people can also use this, because they do have the certain level of administrative privileges to perform their job regularly, right? And now, to add these extensions, there might be some of the restrictions on different browsers as well as application levels on the different organization levels, or as per the company security policies and compliance requirements, because they would not, or they might not like to allow this extension. But this is going to be something which is added here in the Chrome Web Store, and this can also be deployed using Intune policy if there is something which is not allowed from end users or from administrator side. As a individual user, they can simply go ahead and add this extension, and the same can be deployed using Intune as well. So I'm going to, I have already made one of the video that can be also, you can also go and watch it, and you can understand how we can deploy extensions using Intune, right? And at the same time, this is going to be helpful. For now, this is, let's say, for the Chrome browser. Similarly, this is available for Edge as well as Firefox browser. Let's say I wanted to copy this link and go to Edge browser, and I will simply go to Edge, and I'll just copy it here. And now, as soon as I add it here, open it up, you can see that we get option to click on Get button. And once we get it, it's going to check validity and add the extension. So this is basically an extension which is going to be added. You can see that it is added successfully, and I can simply go ahead and type C and press tab, and you can just simply, you can see that I can see the URL is automatically highlighted and is automatically open up for us. And then once we click on it, that's going to redirect to us to that respective portal. So that's pretty straightforward, and that's pretty easy as well, right? Anyone can go ahead and use it. So users, not users, but specifically for the administrators, they don't have to struggle and find the URLs. Let's say I'm trying or typing maybe what is the URL for security portal, right? Because I'm not frequently using this, that means I would not be able to find it here in the address bar. But if I'm using that frequently, right, and that maybe frequently including everyday task or maybe sometimes in a week, then it's going to be considered as a frequently, and that is going to be stored in the cache, right? And from there, it is going to be pull it out. But if not frequently using, that means I would have to just type, let's say, what was the URL for compliance portal, right? So let's say I don't know what is the compliance portal URL, and I would type something like Microsoft, or maybe I don't know. So what I would do is compliance portal M365, something like this, right? So this is going to basically just try and give me the search, right? It's not going to give me the actual URL, and that is why this is going to be pretty handy and straightforward, right? So, so this way definitely is going to help all the people, all the administrators, and make help or is going to help them to redirect to the right set of URLs on their activity, on their job, on their regular activities, right? So yeah, that is what I wanted to show you. I don't have the, let me search if I have the Firefox browser here. No, I don't have a Firefox browser on my device, and that is why it is not opening or showing up. But definitely, this is something a really great capability, right? And is built a kind of extension you might have used and seen similar extensions before as well, or maybe different extensions, not only this or similar one, but this is something very helpful for all the power users and IT pros and anyone who is working across the different workloads, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Let me know how it was and what was your experience and have you used it before. And if you have any questions, any doubts, anything, I would be happy to answer those questions. And don't forget to like this video, share this with your friends and colleagues and people around you so that they can also learn something new. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well so that you get to see every new video whenever it is uploaded, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.